right, Kendrick Wells, how's it going?
What's up, Cam?
Hey, just up here, man. You know, so a lot of people might not know you. Um, Tupac's close friend,
I am.
personal assistant.
I was a very close friend of Tupac. I was his assistant for a short while, but we were friends for years. Probably from '89 to '96, and yeah, till right before he succumbed.
Okay, how'd you guys meet?
Wow, that's interesting. We knew each other before we actually met. I had a girlfriend that told me all this stuff about this kid who used to tap dance and do plays and also rap and that was just really interesting and really an awesome dude. And I was the guy who was kind of popular in Marin County. Marin County was this. It's like it's kind of like a white world. There's a lot of white people, but there's a small black community, and that black community adopted me, and me and my friends from that community spread out, and we got in trouble for mingling with all the white people back then, and we were getting into all kinds of shenanigans, and there was a cat named DJ Clark Gable, and he used to throw shows, and all his rappers under his little platform used to get together, and Tupac became one of those rappers. And DJ Clark Gable invited me to one of his parties in Nevada. That's northern Marin, and I went and I saw Tupac there. As soon as I saw him, I knew who he was, and we just ran right to each other like magnets. We're like, "What's up, man? I heard about you. I heard about you." We hugged like we were brothers, and from there we were like inseparable. It's like that was my dude. It's like he respected where I was coming from, the things I had been through. He heard a little bit about me, and same with him. I had heard about him, and his personality was through the roof. It's like this dude is different. And this dude respects my different, and it was cool, and that's how it was. So we met at a house party in Nevada, maybe around '89 or '90, and we were friends ever since.
Was he already rapping at this time?
Yeah, he was going by the handle of MC New York. He was, I call it Afrocentric. Back in that era, we had a positive awareness going on. Rap was either storytell rap, or rap was like, gangster rap wasn't hitting so hard yet. NWA was just kind of like jumping into it, but it was a lot of knowledge rap, and Tupac kind of leaned on that. Tupac was part of the Young Black Panther Party, and his knowledge of black issues and history was off the chain. And us in California, it's like, man, give us a bag, give us a way to make some money, give us a way for these people to stop fucking with us, give us a way to be cool and independent. That's all we care about. Parties, all that kind of stuff. And he was talking knowledge about how, your situation ain't right. He was telling us, to get low about laws, why we were being oppressed. He was very knowledgeable, and he knew his African history to the T. So when I met him then, he was more about that. His raps were very, they would teach you. They would teach you about Africa. They would teach you about black issues. They told a purpose. His style, he sounded kind of like MC Ren back then, but he was coming like KRS-One. He was a whole different rapper than everybody got to see.
Was he writing battle raps?
He was. he one of the guys in his crew was MC Ryan D, and those two used to go at it, Pac and him. But he wrote a lot of battle raps. I mean, that's what rapping was back then. It's like you kill him, he kills him. It was just slaying people on the microphone. It was showing your prowess with the microphone, and he was the best. I mean, Anybody who went at him got destroyed. He had people, he ate them up so bad, they would fight him or want to fight him or hit him because that's all they knew.
You guys got in fights over battle raps?
He did. I've never been in a fight over a battle rap, but yeah, there's people who stole on him. You know.
Tell me a story.
Well, without saying the guy's name, him and the guy went at it. They rapped at each other, and Tupac just humiliated him and ate him up, and the guy just fucking started hitting him and kind of chased him. Tupac wasn't a great fighter back then. Tupac was just a masterful lyricist, poet, rapper, and he had other arts that he did. But, you know, he wasn't a fighter. So this guy kind of took advantage of him and beat him up. Later on, Tupac could fight. I seen him throw those things pretty good towards the end, but 6 years earlier, no. And
was this guy known? Is this guy somebody we would know?
No, and I wouldn't mention his name anyway. Oh. Sorry.
Well, I was just
yeah.
Just wondering if he's known.
Yeah,
that's
but
all.
he knows now, and I think Tupac will whoop his ass now as he became a man.
Okay. Okay. So he battled a lot.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. You know, the One Nation MCs, they wrote good positive raps, and they wrote family orientated stuff, but they also battle rapped, and they battle rapped each other, and they battle rapped others. It was a good battle rapper. You know, I wouldn't want to go against him, and you know, that was his thing. And back then, if you were a rapper, you had to be able to spit in front of people and against people. And Tupac was one of the best. And like as I told you, yeah, some people didn't like it. But
what would he say about? Would he talk about their clothes, or what was the battle rapping like back then?
It kind of was. It was kind of like the dozens you might see on Nick Cannon shows or something like that. But it was more intense because it was like you had to sound like a professional MC. You couldn't go with written stuff. It all came from the head, and yeah, it was you developing your character, who you are, and I think he was one of the best at it.